Ice Trader gang.
All of y'all are picking Texas.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Ha It's not going to
They would be the same record. Well, Texas was 5-1. Baylor is 4-0. They would literally like both have a one loss if Baylor played Gonzaga. So
But it didn't happen.
they got spared.
But you know what did happen?
Ribs.
Texas at Villanova, and they lost.
Already addressed it. They lost.
I have to address it. They
But
lost.
Texas' schedule is a lot stronger than Baylor's, and they only had one loss. They played in the Maui Invitational and won it and had to place all those great teams.
Facts.
And it's true. But Saturday, Baylor's going to win.
We'll see. And when we come back on, highlight of the week will be canceled because you would have predicted it wrong, and it'll be Deal Al Jeff highlight of the week, and then we'll be on there. Yes, sir.
It's not the same.
That's true. It don't hit the same.
Dilla Jeff of the week.
Jeff. Drip of the week. 1,000%. What's up, Podsters? Welcome back to Pod Ties, episode 26.
26.
Almost to that big 30.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Another huge milestone. I am 1/4 of Pod Ties, Dylan, and these are my brothers / co-hosts, Jeff. Drip Jeff in the building.
With the drip on. Yes, sir.
Or
The drippiest.
Albert, the original. And last but not least, the one, the only, Kyron.
Yes, sir. Got my Pac-Man today.
Okay.
Did Pac-Man come out in the 90s?
You're Mr. Pac-Man? No, Pac-Man came out like in
way
the
before there.
probably
No.
the 80s when Atari came out. The 50s.
Maybe the 80s.
Hey,
Jeff,
man.
you're dressed like you're from the 50s. Like you work at Johnny Rockets.
Man, y'all gonna stop hating on the drip, man.
I actually like it. I have to admit it. I
He
actually
got on
like
roller skates.
Heck, yeah. Yeah, when we do this 100-yard dash, I'll be skating all through y'all, boy.
But who has on a tracksuit right now?
Boy,
I got on a windbreaker because
that don't mean nothing.
I'm about to be faster than wind.
Nah, that wind
That's
gonna
all-
break your ass.
That's all y'all gonna feel is wind.
I call this tracksuit OVO because it keeps a Drake.
Oh,
Oh my god.
You gonna need to call Jake to help you out.
For what?
you don't know.
What can he do for me?
So he can bring his goons to hold me back.
Oh my goodness.
boy. Let's mute Jeff for a few seconds. Shout out to our posters who are returning. Thank you for keeping them ties strong. And if this is your first time watching us or listening to us, thank you for joining the ties. Also, we shouted out this specific poster last episode, but it did make it to the final cut. So let's highlight him today. Jeff, you know him pretty well, based on a few comment exchanges. The hater, Carlos.
Carlos.
Thank you for commenting on all of our episodes and going at our heads for a few of our predictions and some of the things that we say on particular topics. So We thank you for doing that, and we look forward to your comments in the future.
Yep, facts.
Be looking
Hater.
for it every time.
Jeff, what did you tell him in one of our most recent episodes? He gave you compliments on the fact that you're a smooth operator. You have New York swag, all the stuff that I disagree with. And
y'all a bunch of haters.
and then
Carlos need to give you his name.
and then you kind of went at him pretty strongly there. What ticked you off?
And this man had the nerve to come in, wish me a happy birthday, which I appreciate. But then right after, he says Kyler Murray is overrated. He's not accurate. How dare you?
It's because Kyler Murray is not from the Northeast. He only likes people that's from the Northeast, except for Melo. Albert, he was wondering why you're such a Melo fan too. He wants you to address it. So this is your chance to give us the reasoning why you're such a
You
Melo
don't even know.
fanboy.
Man, I don't know when it started, but I used to watch Melo when he was in Syracuse.
Why? Because you like his braids?
No, but I remember Melo, like obviously I remember Melo from when he played with Oak Hill and LeBron coming out of high school. I used to watch it like on I don't know how I came across it because it's so long ago, but I really became a fan of him when he was with Syracuse, and then I just followed his career ever since then. He's just always been my favorite player. Always had his jerseys, his shoes. It just I don't know where it started, but I'm glad it did because it's Melo.
So it had nothing to do with his basketball talent, his game.
Well, it can't be because he would have stopped being a fan a long time ago.
Oh my gosh!
So he likes his braids. He said, "Oh man, I want some braids too."
Of course it was his game. I'm not watching the man just to see him run up and down the court.
Speaking of braids, are those real braids that he has? Is because braided Melo is back.
He's about to drop 40.
Those ain't real.
They real. They are real.
Man,
They go to
stop
like.
hanging out. What you mean
They don't even
He
touch
came
his
out of
neck.
nowhere and had
That boy got
twists.
that chia treatment.
They don't even touch the back of his neck.
He got some faux braids. That's what he got.
This man Jeff ain't had no hair throughout high school and then come out of nowhere with twists. We want to talk about somebody ain't got braids.
What you mean? Low key, bro. I could never make it to the barbershop, bro.
Bro, I still can't believe you cut those dreads off, man. Those are fire.
Yeah, those.
You look like a Jamaican Super Saiyan.
Low key, I'm thinking about braiding my hair. I don't know.
Well, you're gonna be looking like Melo,
We'll see.
where your braids don't touch your neck with that length.
No hang time.
I don't know what I'm doing, man. I don't know. So I'm just cooling, bro. I may even cut my hair down.
Albert, is the next original you predicting that Melo will win scoring title this year?
No. Not coming off the bench.
Come on, man. You're not a real fan.
But
At least six men of the year?
Oh yes. That he should have won comeback player of the year this year, actually. I know it is an award, but he should have won.
I think it should be an award.
It should be.
Most improved player, maybe? No.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he didn't really play too high with the Rockets.
No, most
It
improved.
wasn't most improved because he always had the same game. It's just
Exactly.
they didn't give him a
Yeah,
chance.
but
They definitely didn't give him a chance.
he didn't really play well with the Rockets. Went
They didn't give him a
MIA.
chance. The man had 10 games. They didn't even play him that much in all the 10 games.
Hey, man.
This man James Harden cut
If
everybody
you got it, you got
on
it,
the
bro.
team. Now he about to
You're
cut
going to be in the
himself.
game if you got it.
They ghosted him. No Pac-Man. Kyle, who you get that jacket from? Adam Jones?
Melo winning next 2 years.
I got it from. Where did I get it from?
Well, I'm on a roll right now. Something about this jacket.
Probably got it from Justin Bieber.
What?
Why? Jeff, I actually want to start with you because our first topic is something that you brought to our attention because I knew nothing about it. Harry Styles, I didn't know you were a huge One Direction fan. So
I'm gonna
this,
say huge.
how upset were you? Like, how long did you stay in your room in the dark when you saw that they were disbanding?
I didn't care.
They didn't go in one direction.
Oh,
Who invited this guy?
Well, the floor is yours.
All right. So for the posters out there who haven't heard, which I'm pretty sure you have because it's been trending. Harry Styles had a cover, a Vogue cover with Vogue magazine, basically wearing a dress and some other very feminine outfits, basically doing twirls and everything. So there was a reporter. I'm not gonna say her name, but
Oh no, I
she
made me laugh.
basically
You saying twirls?
that's what he was doing. But basically, it seems like some people, or one person specifically, had an issue with it. So I was just curious obviously it's 2020, times have changed. I just want to get your guys' opinion.
how long has it been since like the group like disbanded? They've been broke up for a minute.
It's been for a while. Been a while.
Yeah, but he's been relevant. He's been dropping songs that have made the
Yeah.
top of the charts, and he's had pretty good albums. I don't
His
really
last
listen
album was
to it.
good.
No,
Hmm.
neither.
Yeah, I'm not a listener of his, but I do know that he's very popular. But besides the music, this is nothing new. He's dressed like this before at different events or for photo shoots. So this is nothing new for him, and it's nothing new for men either to be adventurous and explore new trends or new outfits.
Fluid dressing.
Yeah, you think of Pharrell, he did it not too long ago for a magazine, and he was on a cover himself with what you could call women's clothes. But as you said, Jeff, like today's 2020, there's no such thing as masculine and feminine, really. So it's nothing new. And yeah, I actually read the Vogue article, and he was saying how he is inspired by Prince and David Bowie, Elvis, Freddie Mercury, Elton John, all those guys. So it's nothing new,
Those guys were
especially
definitely fluid dressers.
yeah. So when pop and rock, the genre, it's really nothing new to dress that way. And he's a creator, and he said he likes to create. He feels like this is something that he's creating when you have different fabrics and different clothes, and you're able to mesh them into one outfit. So he really enjoys it. So I don't see a problem with it. I actually think he rocked it. So
All I would say is
Do your thing,
mind the
man. Not gonna
business that pays you.
facts.
You ain't wearing the clothes. Why doesn't it matter? And you got to remember what time of the year it is. This is the same time of the year that there's elections and all type of stuff. So certain people, in order for them to keep their namesake and their followers, they say certain things. They bait people and they attach themselves to big headlines just for clickbait. And that's all it is. They're just
That's probably what it was.
appealing to their fan base.
That's where I was going, but y'all said that he already popping, so it's like he doing what he wants.
no, not he's not
No,
talking
we're
about
talking
Harry.
about
Talking about the person
made the
that
comment.
The
yeah,
person
made the
that
comment.
said something.
Oh,
That
gotcha.
said,
She basically was saying to bring back manly men.
Mm.
That was her whole point.
Gotcha.
But at the end of the day, what defines a manly man? I mean,
Society, and society evolves over time.
yeah, because if a guy would have said the exact opposite, bring back, it just would have been no. You don't
oh
place
yeah, you'd be
those
canceled
boundaries on
in a
people.
heartbeat.
Yeah, and I don't know
You're
much
not
about.
living.
I don't know much about the lady that made the comment. I won't even say her name because I really don't
Oh, I
think
do.
she deserves attention. But it's not necessary. But whoever her followers are, I guess they agree with her view on this, and
Yeah, you're not living for everyone else. You're living to make yourself happy. And I mean,
Exactly. I actually think it's pretty dope what Harry did. I mean, one, to kind of face the potential backlash of wearing something like that, a dress. And I mean, I think it's dope. Like he said in the article, basically, it's like when, like if you, or how can I put this? So basically, he was saying that women's clothing, like there's basically women have better clothes than men. I mean, that's a proven fact. Like when
They
I go
have better
shopping,
everything than us.
yeah.
do y'all see our stores in malls, bro? We got this big
Like two. Like you walk, you miss it if you blink your eye.
It don't make any sense.
Exactly. So basically, Harry Styles was saying that if you keep your mind closed and not even explore like the clothes that women have, then you're basically like missing out on a lot of like good stuff.
I see you following his style, so.
Hey man, inspiration.
popcorn.
Inspiration.
Get your popcorn.
Extra butter. Extra butter.
Zebra popcorn. Y'all ever had that popcorn brand?
Well,
The
That's some
zebra?
cakes.
I was about to say that.
No, zebra cakes. Those are gross.
zebra cakes are cold.
Boy,
It's like
They
the
are
y'all,
cold.
Christmas tree cake.
I can't eat them
The
now.
Christmas tree cakes are dope.
we need to go back to the 50s. That's y'all's decade. Zebra cakes. Well, that was interesting. Thanks for bringing that to our attention. This is the first time that we talked about something like that. So it's good to know that we can get outside of sports and get into other current events and do it respectfully and not have to worry about offending anybody. Obviously, this is just us talking about when we saw the photos, our reaction and our thoughts on it, not going too deep into if it's right or wrong. That's for other people to come up with their own narrative, and we're not trying to sway anybody a certain way. Now to other fashion news. Drake and Nike are launching a new clothing line for Drake called NOCTA. It's a play off of OVO, the owl, being nocturnal. So how do you guys feel about this new clothing line that he's putting out being the face of it? Will you buy it no matter the price?
No.
Heck no.
I do like the whole Boba jacket Nike concept, but I know those coats are gonna be high.
Well, probably like $300, but that's just Drake's
Exactly.
name, man.
It's gonna be like North Face.
This man had on. I remember he had on an army jacket one day. People were selling it for like online. I'm like, I could just give you one. Like those ones are expensive. Nah.
So is it coming like in a set, like the Boba jacket and like matching sweats, or like?
No, it wasn't that type of jacket. It was like a rain jacket, like a waterproof.
I mean, yeah, anything he puts out, it's going to go quickly, and then they're going to most likely resell it and boost the price up like 600%.
Facts.
So I feel like this will probably be the same. I don't know if it's like limited, like what he puts out, if they're only putting out like a handful of it. So it really is going to be expensive, and then the resale value is even more expensive. But
Have you already seen the catalog?
I haven't, other than like a few of those images to promote the clothing line, but it comes out pretty soon.
They're gonna
I
be.
feel like it's probably not going to be anything special. It's just going to be some regular clothes with a Nike sign and his name.
Oh,
I like
for sure.
the Boba jacket
They're
concept.
gonna boost it. People are gonna be boosting it and have the different type of bird on there. It's gonna be a hawk on there.
Yeah, so the Nike NOCTA collection launches globally beginning December 18th, so that's pretty soon. So we'll get to see what the clothing line will consist of. Now he's been with Nike for a long time. You know, we've seen him on music videos with the
Check
Nike
Silver
gloves.
Stripes.
Yeah, that he had his own like Jordan collab shoes,
Those
OV,
are fire.
the OVO packs. Yeah, almost went to Adidas and then Pusha T ruined that, where he exposed his son because that was allegedly that was how Drake was going to
Yeah.
present
Roll
his
out.
son, you know, to the world, or
Huh.
Then he
make
gonna say
that
check over
announcement.
like it was his choice.
It was. He could have still went to Adidas, but
Yeah, but he was
he ain't with
mad
it.
that somebody leaked that information to Pusha. But yeah, that'll be interesting to see.
Yeah.
We'll see Jeff pretty soon, episode 40, with a NOCTA bubble
Yeah,
jacket
Bubble
on.
jacket. You gonna be sitting.
Hey, Drip Jeff in the building.
I'm too cheap. They ain't getting no money out of me. You'll see me with a Hanes shirt on.
Sticking with
Or
Nike.
high ties.
Oh,
Sir,
Oh,
brand
let's
loyalty.
go.
tell him.
Sticking with Nike, one of the hugest faces in the Nike brand, King James, been with them since he was probably like 4 years old. He was recently on a podcast with Richard Jefferson and Channing Frye, and he told them that he wanted to start his own Team LeBron brand, similar to Team Jordan, and have athletes underneath his brand. And one in particular, Luka Doncic, because Luka is the hottest player right now, 21 years old, made first all team, and I think he has the best odds to win the MVP this year. So he wanted him, and he talked to a lot of
This
the
year?
Nike.
Ooh,
Yeah, I think
Hot
right
take.
now
that's a hot take for real. Yeah.
Hot take.
it's a hot take.
Boy.
So he went to Nike executives and he wanted him, but he said that Nike they're not ready for him to have his own brand yet, and then he lost out on him because Luka soon after signed with Jordan. Now he's a Team Jordan athlete, and he said that he feels like down the road when he's older and out of the league, this would be one of the things that he regrets, not being able to sign Luka to his own brand.
You know what his problem is?
What?
Instead of going to Nike saying, "Hey, I want to have my own Team Braun," he should have just started his own brand. His name's big enough.
He
Yeah,
shouldn't have
but
had
he
to.
has a lifetime deal with Nike.
Thank you. What he had to do? What else he had to do? Sell the soul to Nike for him to get Luka?
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know why they didn't. They say they aren't ready for him. Like everybody else with these different brands has their own like brand or
They're
whatever.
making too much money off these LeBron shoes, so they ain't ready to break them off.
Yeah,
Probably that
that's true.
too. Yeah, they don't want to get too much percentage of his own brand. And I think it's more of this is not something you can just launch overnight. This takes years to create behind closed doors. So I think it'll take a few years, and I mean it'll happen at some point. It'll obviously happen. But yeah, I think he definitely missed out on a great player like Luka, and he also hit on that Luka is the hottest European player too. So you also get that Europe market.
Mm-hmm. What?
That is so funny.
Hey, but real talk though, I can't even really imagine LeBron having his own like section of Nike, his own team.
Why?
What?
They gave this man like his own building.
Exactly.
I
He's the Jordan of our time. This is the same thing they did for
man,
Jordan.
I just can't see it, man.
What?
I just can't see it, man. I just can't.
Here we go.
You smoking.
Maybe, man. I just can't.
It is
see
shocking that Kobe didn't have one, but that probably would have been in the works. I don't know.
Yeah.
I just can't see it, man.
Well, a player that does have his own brand under a huge brand is Steph Curry.
Hey, Stephen Curry.
Curry brand will be launched
Stephen
soon.
Curry.
And when the Curry shoe comes out, the new one, you won't see the Under Armour logo on it anymore.
Yeah,
It'll
even
just
Curry
be
got one before LeBron.
yeah, but he's the only athlete under Under Armour.
Exactly. That you
Exactly.
recognize off
The
top.
Rock.
Yeah, they're right. How do you guys
Point
feel
is he
about
got it
this?
before LeBron.
And are you copping
I
the
think
new
it's dope.
shoes? Since Jeff, you already have a few shoes already.
I had a couple pair of Currys, but it was his earlier models. His recent model's been trash, but we'll see what.
Orthopedics.
I had Curry too.
Yeah, we'll see what these new ones look like since he probably has full control now.
Yeah, that's a dope deal for him with Under Armour. They're not really known for their basketball shoes. They're known for like weightlifting and then running. I have their running shoes.
Football.
So this would be hopefully they can expand off of this and have more athletes come to Under Armour with the expansion of this brand. So this is dope. I'm not getting any, but this is dope.
Same. I don't even know if I were to get a basketball shoe next. I don't even know what I would get.
Exactly.
Yeah, so not too many
Games.
athletes get this type of deal. Like Nike gave it to Jordan.
Not LeBron.
Under Armour is giving it to Steph Curry.
Not
Well,
LeBron.
Let's talk about the guy that has the best brand, and he's not under any of these powerhouse brands. Check. Fire. And they're affordable.
Affordable.
They are affordable. That's the only best part about it is like he made it affordable for low income families. So that's a good thing.
So that's why no one buys them.
Exactly, because society is so backwards. We make
Yeah.
fun of stuff that's cheap.
Yeah, and kill people over Jordans.
But see,
Mm.
this is the
Preach,
thing.
brother.
So yes, Shaq has made his shoes affordable. But
That's
at the
it.
end of the day, you get what you pay for, man. His shoes are not good quality at all.
Have
Like,
you
if he
ever
has
worn a
some-
pair of Shaqs?
I did actually.
I
Yes.
have.
Granted,
Elementary.
I was like in the 5th grade or something, maybe even younger.
Jimmy
Jeans,
Butler
buckets.
is no longer a shoe free agent. He signed with Li-Ning. We talked about this in one of our past episodes. Potential landing spots for him as far as shoe endorsements, and he decided to follow his brother, D Wade, with Li-Ning. How do you guys feel about this news?
I'm pretty sure we all said that he was gonna potentially go there.
Yeah, it wasn't a surprise to me. I said Li-Ning or Puma.
Yeah.
I said with him having a friend over there in D Wade, I was like, yeah, he's most likely going to Li-Ning.
It makes sense, and it matches his personality.
Mm-hmm. Don't want to follow in other people's footsteps.
Yeah,
Right.
and nobody in America is gonna buy those.
No, they're not. Y'all didn't see that. No, they're not. But when he goes on that Asia tour, cha-ching.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
They did see it.
I ain't say anything.
He's gonna have some. He's gonna have some heat.
Hey, he might make some fire shoes, man.
He won't be in Miami.
I don't know, maybe. We'll see. We'll see what he does.
Gonna
But
have some coffee cups on there.
everyone that I see on Team Li-Ning, whatever, them shoes have not been looking too hot. Klay Thompson's shoes ugly. D Wade's shoes ugly.
Yeah.
Klay
I don't think
Thompson's not
Klay's
with
was.
Li-Ning.
He's with the
Who?
other Asia company.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
Etna or something like that.
What's it called?
Oh, that's something.
I don't know.
But it's ugly.
Those are just basic shoes. That's just Klay, though.
Mm-hmm.
They like Asics.
They're not gonna be ostentatious or in your face, vibrant
They should
colors.
be.
You know, but like you buy this, you buy it, you buy it.
No refunds. Sell as
Nah,
is.
Nah, man. I mean, yeah, I guess that is his personality. But at the same time, it's like, come on. Like, I think the first priority when you're making some shoes is make them look good.
Yeah,
They look good to
think,
him.
I think
Exactly.
comfortability and like playing on the floor. I think that's the first priority.
Nah, bro. Bro,
This dude is
Albert,
endorsed
when you
by.
go to Foot Locker, Finish Line, any type of store, what do you go for first? Whatever catches your eye. Oh man, those are clean. Let me go try mine. And then you look into the comfort and all the other stuff.
Not if you're buying athletic shoes. When you buy running shoes, you don't look at, oh, that looks good. You need something that will support your feet.
I bought some cleats that made my toes bleed, but they had gold at the bottom of them.
Oh my God.
I'm
I
already
was a,
flat footed. I need to buy something that support my feet.
I was in a flag football league. I only caught 2 balls. Had 2 receptions the whole season, but I looked good.
So I had the cleanest cleats out there.
Heck
Oh
yeah.
man.
He thought I
That's
came
the
on the
worst
field. He thought I was Chad Ochocinco.
feeling.
Nope.
Just a dude named Chad.
Oh man.
Looks first, man. Looks first.
Yeah.
Albert was probably the wrong person to ask. I should ask Kyron.
Not for Clay. I mean,
Hey, he got the bag, and he got so many more customers in the most populated continent.
And imagine if his shoes look good. He would have had more.
it's Clay. It's a dude that already have everything. I don't know. He just gonna make what he wants to make. The dude was endorsed by chocolate milk.
Bro, people take any type of endorsement. You throw me money, I'm taking it.
Oh my gosh.
Someone pay you to wear that shirt?
Pepto Bismol.
Hey, they want to throw me some sponsorships. I'll take it. Let's go. I'm all about the bag. Matter of fact, I should go ahead and call Floyd Money Mayweather and join the money team.
Oh,
Ooh.
gosh.
Oh my God.
You'll fight the other brother.
I'm gonna knock him out too. Get my revenge for Nate Robinson.
Jake Paul, he wants to smoke with everybody. He called out LeBron, Joe Biden.
Yeah.
Who else he called out? He was going on a rant the other day.
As he should, bro. He got the clout right now, man.
Jeff, remember this?
Yes, sir.
Man.
Pick your sneaker deal. And these are the 6 major shoe companies. And we've been discussing since we've been talking about fashion and shoes during this episode. You know, Jeff, you're about making the shoes look good. Albert, you're about comfortability. Kyron, I don't even know. But
Albert's so old.
Just call me swag man.
How am I so old that
This
I
man
want
said
something-
comfortability, man.
I'm
Like,
talking
come
about
on,
comfortability.
dog.
When you're on the court, you want something that's designed for your play, your style of play. You don't want something that's just
That's something
looks
the old
good.
person will say.
What? That's something a smart person would say. You don't go out there with heavy shoes and you're a point guard,
Kyron, what are
shooting
you
guard.
looking at first
It
when
does
you go
not
get
make
some
any
shoes?
sense.
Kyron, what are you looking at first when you go get some shoes?
How they look?
Dylan, what are you looking at first when you go get some shoes?
price,
That's true.
Hey, that's a
they
reason
can look
I'm
good
asking
all
this.
they can look good all they want. Does that price look good?
I would do that little challenge where he put on the shoes and run to the door. Act like he leaving. And then run back.
I put the shoes on. I start marching with them.
Like, sir, you already wore these out. You gotta buy.
And you got all the customer representatives right behind you, making sure you're not going nowhere.
He's like, yeah, these will
Take
work.
these out for a test drive.
Yeah, he tries to see how comfortable they are. Are they comfortable enough for me to risk it all? Nah, let me walk back. And I'm about getting the bag, so I'm right there with Jimmy Butler, his decision. Klay Thompson, I think Jason Kidd back in the day was with Peak, another like really startup type of company. Because with that you get flexibility, creative freedom. So I'm more on that side when it comes to like the perspective of being an athlete. But I definitely like for a shoe to look nice on me as well. and to match my clothes that are already in my closet. But you have this, so I thought that this was interesting. Wanted to pick your brains. If you were in an athlete's position where all these brands were throwing deals at you, which one would you sign your name on the dotted line? You have Nike, they would give you a $10 million contract, no signature shoe, so you would be there with like AD, you would just be a Nike athlete. But you have access to every Nike shoe that comes out. No money comes out of your pocket. So you get $10 million on top of just swag. Jordan, $15 million, no signature shoe, but you get access to all the Jordan sneakers. Adidas, $40 million, collab with Kanye. Reebok, $60 million, additional $32 million when you turn 55. Puma, $75 million, 2% stake in the Puma brand, and then New Balance, you get $100 million, and you get to own the entire clothing line. Probably the Kawhi Leonard deal. So which one are you choosing? Oh, do I need to pull it back up?
Do we ever just pick one?
No, because Nike would let you sign with them and Puma.
Hey, man, I'm a big baller, man.
Y'all really trust this man? What are you saying?
Albert, stop hating, bro.
I'm going with New Balance, bro. On the entire clothing line, bro.
Because
What's up? You don't see people out here wearing New Balance. I'll make it swaggy, so they're gonna come over. They're gonna be like, "Oh, I like the way he wearing it there, so I'm gonna come. I'm gonna wear these clothes."
Rock his hip.
One question. So, damn, that's tough, man. I don't know.
The easiest choice here, I'm going with Puma. Let's go. Puma, you get 2% stake in the Puma brand.
Yeah.
Imagine getting 75 million plus stock in the company that you are signing with. All these athletes that sign signature deals, more than likely, none of their deals say you get stake in the company. So you're really making a lot more for the company. And you're getting like a small percentage of that, like
The
with your
crumbs.
returns and your shares. And you got to remember, the shareholders are getting a lot more than what you are making. So you're a shareholder and you're a representative of that, you're getting like 2 checks.
Yeah. So Puma is the more lucrative deal, which is, I'm torn between Puma and New Balance. Puma's lucrative, but you don't have your own shoe. So basically, you're going to be, if you're an NBA player, you're basically going to be wearing, like there's no good Puma shoes out there. So, like what you going to be wearing? So it's like,
But you get to wear other Puma shoes.
I'm thinking about like on the court though.
But they gonna look good. That's all that matters to you. It ain't about comfortability.
First of all, that's not what I said, Albert. I said what's the first thing you look at, and you look at, well, like Dylan said, the price, but then you look at how good they look, and then you worry about the comfortability later. But that's not the first thing.
You get to wear LaMelo's on his signature shoe drops. He doesn't have his own shoe.
He got them. He still got them big baller brands.
No, he doesn't.
He don't.
Yeah, he do. They're still up there.
They're still up there, but he ain't wearing them.
Yeah, he not wearing them, but they still up there.
New Balance isn't bad. That's not a bad deal. But
no, because you have freedom and not just shoes, but you get to sell New Balance jeans, watches.
Yeah, you have basically full creation. You know what I'm saying? Like Kyron said, but. Like I said, I just joined Money Team, so I'm going with Puma.
Puma? Someone broke it down. I looked at their tweet, and they said Puma has a market cap of almost $15 billion, and you get 2%. That stake would right now be worth $294 million. What are we even doing here? The answer couldn't be easier. So you think about the math.
Money Team. I keep telling you.
Real. Come on now. 2%. Oh my God.
You get $369 million. You
don't even have to work anymore. NBA, what?
So that would be more than the New Balance deal.
Yeah. And that 2% is like it's going to grow. You're going to get more money.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
My
Especially if
God.
well, you don't have shoes, but.
All right,
You want
give
to know
me
what
a.
I'm choosing?
Yeah, well, if they give
he
that,
going Reebok.
if they give like they sign somebody else and they get a signature shoe, you get money off their signature shoe.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Well, who you
I'm going
choosing?
with Adidas.
What?
So you can collab with Kanye.
Yeah, I get my own signature shoe, and then we can collab. I can have my own Yeezy shoe. You know how
Boy, we're gonna have
quickly
some
that's flying
Deezys.
off the shelves, and then I keep dropping those exclusive shoes, and it's Kanye West. What athlete is bigger than Kanye West?
I was surprised he said that. Dylan a Kanye hater.
Yeah, but I realize how big of a celebrity he is and how big Yeezys are. They're like right there with Jordans when it comes to demand,
They look like butt cheeks.
but it has Kanye's name on it, so it doesn't matter because all his songs are butt cheeks too, but people
Uh,
still seem to buy it.
That man
hold on,
can got a
hold
sandal with some toilet paper on it, and they gonna stop him.
But what you be saying? Y'all just won a match with the Undertaker.
You just earned yourself a match with the Undertaker. Who
Yeah.
earned themselves one?
You and Kyron
For what?
talking smack about Ye, man.
What about him?
What Kyron say?
Kyron say he can basically do anything and people are gonna buy it.
Duh.
That's true.
Do you see his sandals? What are those?
Exactly. That's
I
true.
didn't know he had sandals.
Do you hear his
Dylan-
music?
Nah,
I like his music.
hold on now. Hold on.
Bro, look up a Kanye West slipper right now.
All right. Intern.
This man Dylan's smoking.
I'm collabing with Kanye. I get the $40 million and I get to work with a guy.
But it
that-
ain't gonna be like 300 plus million.
That's all right. Because when he runs for president, I'll be his vice president.
What?
Yeah, I told you.
Wait, what's
Boy, look like
We'll talk.
You all right? You hyperventilating?
They that fire. You look
I know.
like Shaq.
Yeah, he want to come to the Adidas team. He
Yeah.
gonna leave Puma.
bro, the must look like I don't even know. I can't even find a metaphor for it.
bro?
Like some
They
stuff
like
I
a-
seen some fake people selling in South Korea.
Bro, these are like, bro, what?
If I had to choose, I'd buy those shoes before I buy a project of his.
Man, you just smoking now. This man here.
Tell me the last project besides the gospel album. Tell me the last one that's been good. And that was just because anything sounds good with a choir behind them.
Now, I'm gonna tell you. We're gonna stop this disrespect.
If our intro is fire already, the beat, but imagine the beat with a choir in it.
We got
50 billion subscribers the next day.
Jesus is King, My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy.
That was
I
10
like
years
it.
ago.
Okay, but Jesus King which just came out. Life of Pablo wasn't bad at all.
That was good. Yay.
Come on. We ain't gotta go to the 808 heartbreaks and late registration. And
I said most recent project.
Yay. 2018,
It was not
2
good.
years ago. Yes, it
This man-
was.
I don't have any songs from it.
This man put out a song. Y'all remember that song drops?
Yeah, but he had 2 Chainz and Pusha T and everybody else on that song that made it fire.
Still.
That was when 2 Chainz was the hottest artist at the time.
Y'all disrespecting Ye, man.
Yeah, you go buy them sandals.
Nah, trash. They so bad. I don't even know what I was looking at. I saw so many different variances. I didn't even know what was real.
Trash is
No matter, they all trash.
Kyrie, your New Balance, Albert, You are Puma, Jeff.
Over the competition.
You're
Puma.
Shaq. I'm Adidas. Posters, let us know in the comment section. I'll pull it up again for you. Let us know if you were an athlete or if you were getting deals left and right from shoe companies and they wanted you to be an endorsee, which one would you choose? Would it be Nike just because of all the athletes that have been under the Nike brand, or Jordan brand just because you rock Jordans all the time? Adidas because you get to work with Kanye, and even if you put out trash, as long as Kanye gives you the cosign, it'll fly out the shelves. Reebok just because you get some extra cash when you turn 55. Puma because that just makes the most sense. And then New Balance because you still get 100 million and freedom, 100% freedom for your entire clothing line. So let us know.
Called Balance the Drip.
Oh, I'm already buying your clothes and shoes. But yeah, let us know in the comment section or on our social media accounts at Pod Ties, Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. Y'all know where to reach us. Our intern's been doing a good job on our Instagram account and Facebook too.
Facts.
I think they need a raise.
Whoa, is it that time?
It's that time.
Man, I'm disappointed we didn't get the reaction to the number 1 and the number 2 teams in the country because Gonzaga versus Baylor has been postponed.
I was so ready, man. I was ready.
I know. We'll have to circle back on that game when they finally come up with a future date. But what's your game of the week?
Yes, sir. Game of the week, man. Battle in Texas. Texas at Baylor. Number 13 Texas at number 2 Baylor, man. Baylor beat Texas, I believe, in January in that Big 12 matchup. What was the score? 59-44, and they're going to come out and whoop butt again. All I gotta say, bro. Both teams have length and athleticism, but I think Baylor's going to come and take it again. That's what's going to happen.
You're just a Texas hater. You'll never choose Texas.
Exactly.
Because of your Oklahoma roots. Because I have the Longhorns. They'll win this game.
Let's go.
They barely lost to Nova by 4 points, or they would still be undefeated right now. And Baylor would have suffered their first loss against Gonzaga. But somebody put in the NCAA basketball hotline, hey, let's postpone the game. We don't think the game should be played right now because they didn't want their first L of the season.
Baylor
but
is
it doesn't matter. No, it don't matter. It just got delayed a week because when they face Texas, they'll get smacked.
No, man. Baylor is ready to go out and show out, and that's what they gonna do.
All right, your favorite basketball player went to Texas.
I don't care. He don't play for him now.
Oh my God.
But he did. I think next is pick 6. Yes, sir.
Hey.
So,
Kyron, what's the name part of pick 6?
You're Mr. Pick 6. Who do you have winning Houston versus Memphis? I had to replace 2 games already.
Yeah.
Ohio State versus Michigan, and then Tulsa versus Cincinnati. Both got canceled. I can't believe the OSU Michigan game got canceled. That's like the biggest college football rivalry.
I was looking forward to that.
Me too. Other than Ohio State would have killed Michigan. It wouldn't have been a competition.
Yeah.
So I think that's why they were like, let's not put our players at risk. But don't worry, we have a college football rivalry that trumps that one. That's still on. But yeah, Mr. Pick 6, who do you have?
Have Memphis taking this one? Houston, they haven't played in like a month. So I'm going with Memphis.
Albert.
Yeah, thank you for going to me next because you know I'm gonna be in second place. I got Memphis going with the dub too, so I'm agreeing with Mr. Pick Six. We on the same page, Karen, because we felt we wanted to.
Hey,
Mr.
I'm going with
Second
Memphis.
place.
The University of Houston, they're not a football team. Should have said something. Yeah, that school's here to party, man.
This man,
Ooh.
You know
All
they
their
had a
football
pretty
players gonna
good
be
football
drunk.
program for a while.
exactly.
When?
They had
Not that long ago.
when Ed Oliver was there, and then yeah, I can't really think of it right now, but 5 years ago
Exactly.
they were at the top of the CUSA division conference.
5 years ago, a lot has happened within 5 years.
When has Memphis been good other than we saw them? But then they lose to Penn State in the Cotton Bowl.
Exactly. We were there.
Hey,
Yeah.
but hey, but they're better than
Did we not? Did we forget that
University of
match?
Houston.
Jeff, maybe you're thinking this is college basketball, Penny Hardaway's team. No, we switched over to football.
And Memphis is still gonna win.
Anyway, I'm picking Houston because they are a football team, and they're 3-3. They haven't played since November 14th. Their first 4 games got canceled. That's the only reason why their record is not where it should be. But this team has beaten teams that Memphis has also played because they're in the same conference and beaten them at a wider margin than when Memphis beat them. Now, I know that doesn't mean anything, but when you look at the way that they perform versus Memphis, they outplay them, and I think they're going to outplay them this weekend. And Cougars, let's go. Houston, baby.
That's
Who's
the
the
same
last?
logic you have for SMU, and that backfired.
And they're favored to win.
One.
Favored by 5.
Interesting. Well, we'll see.
We will see.
It was about 50.
Ah.
UNC 17 ranked in the nation versus number 10 Miami Hurricanes. Mr. Pick Six, who you have?
I have Miami taking this one.
The U.
Yes, sir. Don't have any logic behind it.
I have the U as well. Derek King, great QB. Lamar Jackson-esque. So I picked them because of the way that he can run and throw the ball, and they just have swag. I went against them earlier in our pick 6 season and got the L. So I always said I wouldn't go against them again unless they faced a team like Clemson or Notre Dame. Both are in the ACC championship too. That would be a great matchup. The rematch.
I got the U taking this one. They're trying to go for their 6th straight to win since their last loss, which was against Clemson. So obviously they're going to take this dub, and hopefully we're going to see them in the Orange Bowl this year, and they can get the Hurricanes back to that prestigious football level that we missed.
I'm going with the U. Simple.
Because North Carolina is not a football team.
No, not this time. It's the U, man. They got that swag, man.
And Jeff gonna be like, "Isn't Roy Williams coaching them?"
The biggest matchup of the weekend.
Let's go.
A lot of history in this one. Navy is actually in the lead when it comes to all-time series, but that doesn't matter this year because I'm picking Army to win 7-2. Navy, I think they're like 3-8, 3-6, something like that. But yeah, Army has been playing well this year. They held their own, so let's go. And they're at home.
I'm going with the Army too. Maybe struggling on the offensive end. Probably had 13, 16 points the last 2 games they played. Something like that. They're struggling.
Just like Jeff's going to struggle with his pick on this one because Army, they're just here to serve our country, not to play sports. So who you have?
I got the Army, man.
Oh, okay.
I got 3 words for you. This will defend. It's the Army.
Oh, okay. I was like the Marines. I don't know.
Every time I watch these two teams play, I always go for the Army, so I can't switch up on it.
Yeah, it sucks too because obviously we won't get 100% capacity. I don't know if they're even allowing fans at this game, but when these two teams play, it doesn't matter if it's at Navy's home or Army's home.
This one's
That the
bad.
stands are rocking. They
Yeah.
go crazy in the
And
stands.
it'd be
It's
cold
always a
as
lit
hell
game.
out there.
Yeah, it does. Where is West Point?
New York.
Oh, that explains it. All right, so we all pick Army to win it, but who wins the
They should be playing
uniform?
Philadelphia this year.
Who wins the uniform battle? Is it Navy?
Ooh.
Ooh.
Yeah, they won this year. They definitely won this year. The Army, I don't like how they did their uniforms this year.
Basing off this picture right here, I didn't even see the other one.
Fire!
You don't
I
wanna
see
see it.
drip alert, drip alert,
For
drip
real.
alert.
Okay.
So we got the old.
Oh no! Get this off the
Hey,
screen.
hey,
They're going with the throwback of the 25th Infantry Division. It's, I don't like it.
Hey,
I
look,
don't
he's
like
kind of
this.
clean.
it is clean, especially with that black
It grew
visor.
on me.
I like the visor.
Yeah,
Yeah, that black visor is dope.
Yeah, the black visor
hey,
dope.
I like
it
the
grew on
color
me pretty
scheme.
quickly.
Darker
It's a good
pants.
camouflage, but no, not against the Navy's.
It's gonna be
Yeah,
good when that
Navy
running
got
back is
full.
running, because then the defenders won't know who has the ball.
Yeah,
You think John
I
Cena's
like.
gonna play?
I don't know. You won't be able to see him.
Got me. You got me. NFL, Patriots versus Rams. Rams.
Yeah.
Wonder why you say that.
Because I saw the score and Rams were up by 17 and Cam Newton threw a pick six. And I don't know how the Patriots even shut out the Chargers last week, 45-0, when Cam Newton threw 69 passing yards. He hasn't thrown for more than 100 yards, I think, all season. He's like he's leading the league in rushing touchdowns. And I don't think he threw like one passing touchdown the whole year. So it was
What is
hard.
going on with this man?
And the Rams probably
Hey.
shutting their run down.
Do y'all think the coach for the Chargers getting fired?
Yeah. And I
Yeah.
like Anthony Lynn.
I got the Rams taking this one.
That was an easy one.
Yeah, we all got the Rams, man. The game of the
Initially-
week.
Let's
Initially, I was picking Chiefs and Dolphins for one of our 3 NFL games. But when I saw the announcement that Coach Peterson said that Jalen Hurts would start as QB for this game, I said, this is the battle of backup quarterbacks. Taysom Hill has been playing really well. And you have Jalen Hurts, who looked pretty good in the second half against Green Bay. So I had to put this in there and take that other game out. So who do you guys have?
The Saints.
That's tough.
I'm picking the Saints. Cam Jordan and
Yeah.
Jack Rabbit and Lattimore. That defense is too tough. And even Taysom Hill,
Yeah,
they'll probably get 2 rushing touchdowns. I actually like the Eagles defense, not their secondary. So they'll be fine there because he doesn't throw much. But yeah, I think it'll be closer than it would have been if Carson Wentz was playing, honestly.
I think it's gonna be a blowout. I think it's gonna be like 31-16. The Saints taking it. The Saints is
think so?
obviously the far superior
blowout.
team to the Eagles.
I think
Because
Blowout.
yeah, because I
That's
don't see that
tough.
the you still got Jalen Hurts trying to get tuned in
Acclimated.
with this offense, and he doesn't know it that well. And you got this great New Orleans defense, so this is the wrong time to start him. So
Yeah, but when they don't have much film on you,
That's true.
That's true.
You may get something that you weren't prepared for.
Insanity.
Yeah, so that's why this pick is super tough. Damn, I don't know, man. I want to take the gamble. But I got to catch up to Kyron, so I got to go with the Saints.
Dang. I was hoping he was gonna pick
You're not gonna
that.
catch up to him because he picked the Saints.
Yeah, I know, but
We all have like the same picks this week.
I can't afford any more L's, man.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, Albert trying to catch up.
Actually, low key, I'm gonna change. I'm gonna be the one odd man in this place. I'm gonna go with the Eagles. Let's go.
Fly,
Let's
Eagles,
go.
fly.
Good
I
job,
don't think it's
Jeff.
gonna happen, but I'm gonna take the gamble.
Good job, Jeff. I'm number 2, baby. You might as well just
Way to
slide
take
me
one
up there
for the
right now.
team.
And
Way to take
Kyron,
one for the
he
team.
already lost one because he picked Baylor. Oh well, that didn't count. I wish it did. I thought that was part of the pick 6.
You thought, boy.
Wait, we all
Hold
picked the
your horses.
Rams. We all picked Army.
Yeah.
We all picked Miami.
Yeah.
I'm the only one that picked Houston. So I might be in second place.
So this
Ravens.
game.
Ravens versus Browns. AFC North matchup. Browns are in second place. I think they're 2 games ahead of Baltimore. So Baltimore definitely needs this one because they're on the outside looking in. So if you want one of those last wild card spots, you have to win this game. It's basically do or die for the rest of the year. Who you have, fellas?
I got upset alert. I got the Ravens taking the dub.
Oh,
Dig it.
I got the Browns, bro.
I have the Browns too.
Same, the Browns.
Oh, I'm just taking number 1 this week. Man, thank y'all.
The
You can't.
Ravens are not stopping the Browns rush. I think Baker Mayfield will have another great performance because the Browns are like the true definition of less is more.
Yeah.
Odell, you don't want to see him out, especially due to injury. But Baker Mayfield doesn't have to worry about giving that man targets anymore. And him and Jarvis Landry have been connecting a lot this year. You have Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt, and that defense is solid for the most part.
Exactly.
Cleveland. And even the
And we
Ravens, they
all
didn't look
know.
good in that Cowboys game.
Yeah.
Yeah, we all know how to stop the Ravens.
Run defense is gonna be clampity, clamp.
Start Robert Griffin III as
Oh
your
my
QB.
gosh.
That's how you stop the Ravens.
For real.
Oh, but he has an arm. My bad. How do you stop him, Jeff?
Make Lamar throw. Simple.
He gonna have to.
Yeah. Just stack the box. Stack the box. Make him throw. Let him beat you with his arm. If he can do that, hey, kudos. But
They're leading the league in rushing.
Not like he was MVP last season, so you know.
Yeah, by rushing, but they figured him out.
What?
Bro, every time
He was MVP because he rushed all season?
he did rush all season.
It wasn't none of
But
it
look,
because he threw.
when he got to the playoffs, what happened?
It don't matter.
They cut that out, and he had to throw the ball, and they lost.
The only reason why he was so good throwing last year is because they couldn't stop him running.
Yeah. So they always had the lead. They barely played from behind, and the times that they did play from behind, they lost.
And now teams are dissecting film, and they're like, yeah, we're going to stop you running. We're going to have you throw the ball. That's not your strong suit.
Yeah.
But not the Browns. No.
All right, we'll see.
The standings will be updated the next time we're on here. So we'll see if there's any shift in the standings. Albert, you're 3 games behind
I
you.
want to change my pick.
Yep. No, it's too late now.
Which one?
No,
Bro, I'm still torn between the Eagles and the Saints, bro. Like,
you're just gonna be like a torn shirt. Unrepairable. I'm 3 games behind, baby. I'm winning.
You 5 behind me.
Hey, don't worry about it. I got you on my list. I see you.
And 20 ahead of me. Juventus played Barcelona really quickly. Just wanted to touch on this. Juventus won 3-0. They shut out Barca, and Cristiano Ronaldo had 2 goals.
Yeah.
Both penalties.
Yep.
But those aren't easy all the time.
No.
Yeah, they're basically free throws.
Pretty much.
Boy said a goose egg in the scorecard.
I wanted to go ahead.
Oh, are we talking about the matchup? Or
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, not the matchup, but
Oh, yeah. So, well, obviously it's Messi versus Ronaldo. That was like the big thing of the night. But, they did go like head to head for like a brief minute. I would say, Messi had a better head-to-head matchup against Ronaldo, but he was off all night. What was his name? Buffon was saving Juventus the whole time. Like every time Messi tried to score, oh block, oh catch. Like it was just bad. And then Ronaldo, he scored the 2 goals off of the penalties. People were calling him Ronaldo because penalties. So,
Wow.
but this definitely let Barcelona know, like, hey, your defense is like garbage. Like it was just tragic the whole night. It didn't even seem like a matchup. Once they got their first 2 goals, it was like, oh, y'all not catching up. It was just a lopsided affair.
Definitely. You're too reliant on Messi, bro.
Yeah.
20 shots. They weren't even on target. The dude took like more than half, probably like 11 of those shots.
they have a lot of great players, probably the most expensive players in Europe. I think it's something internally going on. Obviously, we know Messi and hit the turmoil there, but for some reason, these players can't seem to mesh on the pitch. But you mentioned, Albert, that Ronaldo and Messi played each other a lot in La Liga, being on the 2 teams that when they faced, they play in the El Clasico, Real Madrid and Barcelona, so one of the hugest soccer rivalries of all time. And Ronaldo said this post-game that made headlines, and I wanted to get your reaction. Where does this land on the cappity cap meter? He downplayed the rivalry between the 2 and said, I've always had a cordial relationship with Messi. As I have said before, for 12, 13, 14 years, I've been sharing prizes with him. I never saw him as a rival. He always tried the best for his team and always tried the best for mine. I always got on well with him. I am sure he will say the same if you ask him. But we know in football, people always look for a rivalry to create more excitement. So do you believe his words that he never looked at Messi as a rival?
I believe it.
Oh, what?
Maybe just the way you said it, Dylan. I don't know. It sounded so genuine.
I definitely don't agree with this. This is big cap. Might as well get out the top hat. That's how big it is. There's no way, y'all 2 being like the most popular athletes in the sport, that you don't see him as a rival. Like every time you bring up Ronaldo's name, Messi's name is in the conversation. So there's no way you don't see this guy as a rival.
For real.
Agreed.
And when you're going for the same trophies and everything, can't see how you're not paying attention to him and him not doing the same thing. Now, the whole cordial thing, yeah, I'm sure that they are cordial with each other when they see each other in the same place because, as he said, they're both going for the same individual trophy. So you see each other during those presentations. And I'm sure you respect his game because they're both of the greatest to ever touch a soccer ball.
Mhm.
But this is one of the biggest rivalries, and they actually ESPN had it. Uh, which rivalry between two athletes is the best of all time? Just the fact that they even ranked with these guys. You have Cristiano Ronaldo and Messi, Tom Brady and Peyton Manning, Rafael Nadal and Roger Federer, and Magic and Bird. There's just no way that you never saw this guy as a rival when you've been two of the best for a decade and more.
Fact.
If it's post game,
Yeah, he said it post game.
see, he was happy.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Man was
This
capping,
blew them out.
Yeah.
Of course he gonna say this.
and he had 2 goals.
You're like Messi.
He lost,
Who?
he probably would have said the. If he lost, he probably would have told him the truth.
Yeah.
But I never liked him.
Yeah. You wouldn't have add insult to injury. That's
Yep.
all it was.
hmm
Speaking of soccer, right there in the middle, you see Stephanie Frappart on the left, Callie Brownson, and Sarah Fuller. Sarah Fuller was the biggest news a few weeks ago because she was brought on by the Vanderbilt football team because they had some players on the special team that was on the COVID list. So they needed someone to go out there and kick the ball. And she was the goalie for Vanderbilt, won the SEC championship earlier in the year. Probably not even that long before that game, that football game. So the football coach decided to bring her on, and she was the first female to play in a Power 5 game. So she made history there. And then Stephanie Frappart, she was the first female to officiate a Champions League game. And then Callie Brownson, she was the first female to be a coach for a positions coach in the NFL. So she made history. So all these 3 women made history. And you're starting to see it be a trend where a lot of females, every time you turn on the TV or you look at news outlets, women are making history either
Excuse me.
commentating, being in the front office, officiating, or uh, being a player like Sarah Fuller. So my question is, where do you see women in men's sports or just in sports general? What does the future hold for them? You see this like being such a trend that it'll just be normal, the norm?
I'm saying it needs to happen. I don't know as much as like the women playing, in like the men's aspect, but as far as like the coaching and everything goes, I was like, it needs to happen. Bring on the times, man. It's time. Let it happen.
Yeah, man. I mean, as far as coaching goes, there's no reason. I mean, if a woman knows football, basketball, or any sport really, there's no reason that they shouldn't be able to coach. I mean, let's get a woman head coach in there. Let's go.
Yeah, you can be blue, green, yellow. They know basketball. They know the sport. Let them in.
The key here is I'm excited for this, but a lot of people don't realize is these trends of like minorities, which being African Americans, Latino Americans, and females. Um, this trend comes from the military. The military is like the first person or the first organization in the country. They're the first ones to, desegregate. They're the first ones to have men and women work with each other. They're the first ones to have females, join combat. So those are the ones like the military sets that precedence, and then the civilian world follows it. So you got to look at that trend. The more the military gets gender fluid, then the more the civilian world, because it's literally they literally copy it. So
Yeah, I mean, we've seen with Becky Hammond, where Greg Popovich says that she could be a coach in the future, a head coach in the NBA. Like, it's very possible just because of how brilliant she is and the high IQ. To Jeff's point, if they know the sport just as much as males do, why not have them in those positions to progress the sport? Don't pigeonhole them just because of their gender. And I like the fact that Sarah Fuller was the kicker. You can have punters, long snappers, and then, who knows down the road, have them be in any type of position. You just never know. Like Brittany Griner, when she was at Baylor, there was talks of her possibly even getting a shot to play in the NBA because she was so dominant in women's sports. It didn't seem fair for her to even go to the WNBA. But very fascinating. I'm intrigued to see what happens in sports. Sports is also one of those things, just like the military, where it brings people together. It's one of those few events where you go to a sporting event and no one really thinks about appearance. It's all about what team you support, and then you start to see connections between you and thousands of other people that are also there. Just the fact that you love sports, and it brings people closer together. And last one, speaking of minorities, just want to give a huge shout out to an all black officiating crew. They coached an NFL game, so that was cool to see. I want to name them real quick. That's really cool history to be a part of and for us to witness. They coached the Monday Night Football game, so there were a lot of eyes on that one, the Rams versus the Buccaneers. You had referee Jerome Boger. He led the crew. And you had Barry Anderson, who was the umpire, down judge Julian Mapp, line judge Carl Johnson, side judge Dale Shaw, field judge Anthony Jeffries, and back judge Greg Steed. So shout out to those gentlemen for making history, and shout out to the NFL.
And hopefully one day this isn't news. It will be more of a common thing for women and black coaches and black owners, women owners. This will be more of a thing, and it won't have to be headlines all the first,
For sure.
Big
Well,
facts.
that'll end episode 26.
Oh,
I know. We'll be back. We're not going anywhere. We have 27 and 28 next week. Before you know it.
go.
Before
WrestleMania.
Before my brothers and I sign off, we need you to do 3 things.
Just 3.
Grace.
Those 3 things are: subscribe to our YouTube channel, Pod Ties. Next, smash the like button. Give us a thumbs up. And lastly, that notification bell. We need you to destroy it.
Nate Robinson it. Let's go.
Oh.
Still on his head. You can stream our episodes on Amazon Music, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, iHeartRadio, Spotify, Stitcher, and much more that I can't think of right now, but they're out there because what are we, guys?
Global.
Global.
We taking over.
One podcast at a time.
Let's go.
Thank you all for tuning in. You could have been anywhere else, but you decided to stick with us for an hour and some change.
Good choice.
Yeah, very good choice. We appreciate the support. Have a safe weekend. Until next time, keep them ties strong. And as always, peace, posters.
We out.
Jeff has to go to his 3rd job, selling popcorn.
Get your popcorn. Get your popcorn. Popcorn.
The video, that's why I've been